All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. This is the book of Romans, chapter 3, and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Most High forbid. Let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. And we've been warning you, all right? Again, start with our apostles and elders on down, all right? And these things are coming to pass.
Only they let me share this video right now. They muted the sound. Have you heard? So, about 2 weeks ago, I met a man who had gone to prison for hacking. And he kind of shared with me that he has now been contracted by the Federal Reserve to consult on the rollout of the digital dollar. And what they decided to do was allocate $500 million in digital currency and give $100 a month to people who live in the projects for the next 2 years. And the thought process behind this is if Black people can learn how to use the digital dollar, then they'll roll it out to the rest of the world. Because they know that in order for something to reach mass adoption, the Black community has to adopt it.
Now, she's saying the Black community, but it's really the tribe of Judah, all right? And we know that the trendsetters are the Judites, all right? The head tribe, okay? Now, check out this other video.
No, they're not blood clots. And what I'm about to say is going to sound really crazy, but I trust you will look into it. Look into Interbody Nano Network administered through facts. Just type in those keywords. Then look into transhumanism. Then look into the Internet of Bodies. Then look into how the Internet of Bodies is going to tie into and become the foundation of this new digital financial system that's coming. And then it's all going to make sense. It is self-assembling nanotechnology for the purpose of creating a carbon nanotube network within the human body to make the human body a device that can eventually be linked into the Internet of Bodies. It is biotechnology created through the manipulation of lipids with polyethylene glycol pegylation. Polyethylene glycol is one of the components that can be used to make hydrogel. And after the self-assembling nano network is administered in the human body, along with nanosensors, which is what those round modulars that people are finding, the next step is a form of a chip, which will probably come in the form of like a quantum dot tattoo.
Now, she's off on that. It's not going to be a quantum dot tattoo. We know what it is, all right? It's that RFID CHIP.
That will be initiated for the usage within the digital financial system that is coming. But once that chip is put in place with the Interbody Nano Network, that will be the authentication and individualization of every human body that has this technology within it, the network and the chip, making them all devices linked into the Internet of Bodies. The psychological, biological, genetic, and physiological data from every single individual will be what backs the new financial system. Information is the new gold. And all of the data being harvested no longer requires permission or notification from anyone that took this jab, because they are now GMOs.
You are now a genetically modified organism, okay? Again, we've been warning you. This is from RT.com. Solid reasons to microchip kids, right? This is from the World Economic Forum. You see? And we've been telling you, man. So you guys at you other accounts, man, what are you gonna say now? What is the excuse do you have now? Okay? This thing has been presented to you hot and heavy over the last 2 months, maybe. Well, article after article, video after video. All right. Legislation after legislation is being presented to you. What are you gonna do now, man? Okay? Now I'm not gonna read this article because the headline says it all. Okay? So what if some do not believe? Well, it's not going to make a hill of beans to Yahawashi. This is Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, there is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. See? 2/3 will not be able to hearken to the report, all right, of the MOTB, all right, being the CHIP. The NFC or the RFID, okay? It says, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. So when we're trying to give you this warning, all right, you have no delight in it. You constantly try to say you're sleeping with white women or an embargo or John 3 and 16 or it's a spiritual mark. No, man. The evidence is being presented. When are you going to come out your fucking pride? This is Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, you are not taking counsel of Yahawashi. All right? This one is being presented to you on all facets. Words are being broken down. Articles are being shared. Videos are being put up. But you don't want to hearken to the counsel of Yahawashi. But not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You ultimately want to add sin to sin, man. You don't want to be covered with the spirit of Yahawashi. You want to continue in your iniquity, all right? It says to that walk to go down into Egypt, right, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And ultimately, you trusting in the shadow of Egypt, man. All right? When the prophets tell you exactly what the Lord has declared this MOT to be, you shun it. You pull away the shoulder. You just like Esau, man. You rebellious. All right? You don't want to accept correction. Right? It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Because you people going to be perplexed. You're going to be without answer, without resources when those shipping stations, all right, are set up, okay, for the new digital currency, okay? Something we've been warning you about. Again, starting with our apostles and elders, man, okay? And this is not going to be a too long of a lesson, man, because we told you, all right? You ultimately trust in your master, Esau, all right? You ultimately trust in oppression, and that's what's going to be that breach ready to fall, right? Exodus chapter 21 and verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he come in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, and the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. So these are the ordinances Yahawashi shall set up for having a Hebrew slave. Okay? And you don't think Esau know these things? Of course he know these things. It says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, and that's you 2/3 gonna say. You don't say I love my master. I love my daddy Esau. That's what you gonna say. My wife and my children, that's why the Lord Yahawashi said to detach from this world. I will not go out free. And basically that's what you're saying. You're not gonna go out free, right? Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So when they stick that karag menu, guess what? It's going to be there to show that you want to serve your master Esau. You choosing Esau over Yahawashi. Okay? And it's going to be a penalty for that. Hey, go read Revelations 14:9, right? This is Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. See? And that's what's going to be your shame, man. You're going to be pierced through. It's going to go in your hand. All right? It's going to go in your head. Okay? And if you guys want to say, well, it ain't going to be in my left butt cheek, well, guess what? You took it. Okay? And that's what's going to be the judgment of Yahawashi. Again, go read Revelations 14:9. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Yeah, the Lord has his prophets, all right, giving you what he gave his son Yahawashi. We're telling you the things that are coming, right? That's the spirit. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Yeah, you said at not the counsel of Yahawashi, right? I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Yeah, you're not going to find Yahawashi, man. Okay? Why? For that they hated knowledge, and we're giving you the knowledge. We haven't wavered over here. Okay? It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. And see, you are not spiritual enough to realize it's Yahawashi correcting you on your error, man. Okay? It says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. You're going to be left to your daddy Esau, right? And shall be filled with their own devices. See that? For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So in that first video, you had the Eve talking about how the Fed, all right, has allocated, I think, $500 million, and they're going to start in the projects giving you so-called Negroes, which is the tribe of Judah, all right, $100, okay, allowance, basically. That's what your daddy gives you, an allowance, all right, so you can start using the digital dollars, right? That's going to lead to you going to be hamstrung, all right, tied in hip to hip with Esau, okay? You're going to trust in oppression, and the prosperity of fools is going to destroy you, right? But whoso hearken unto me, see that? But whoso hearken, listen, understand, unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. See that? The Lord says he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. Let's get this word hearken, right? It's a phrase, but whoso hearken. Strong's H 8085. Let's go into the Strong's info. It says to hear intelligently. You see that? You're considering these things. You're not just casting them away. You guys are not even doing the research, man. It says to hear intelligently, often with implication of attention, obedience. See that? It says to tell attentively, call, gather together, right? Now, let's jump down. It says, surely tell, understand. See that? Understand. It says, witness. And we're telling you, all right, plainly what it is. Okay? And we've been telling you what it is. In the outline of the Bible usage, it says to hear, listen to, obey. It says to hear, perceive by ear. You see that? To hear of or concerning. To hear, have power to hear. And ultimately, it's Yahawashi, who haven't given you ears to hear, eyes to see, man. Right? Let's see what else we can get. Right? Yeah. To consent, agree. It says to listen to, yield to. You don't want to yield to the prophets of Yahawashi. Right? It says to obey, be obedient. So let's go back. You're not being obedient to Yahawashi, right? It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. See? So the one has been presented, man. And if you don't want to hearken, well, you're just going to die, okay? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, has been edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming to you with another lesson. Till the next time I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible soon.